Hey, YouTube.
Hey there, long time no see.
Been a while. It's been a while
Yeah,
since we've been able to get up here, but we're here.
we are here. We had a little bit of the virus running around the family
You know the
and
one that they named after the beer that you put a lime in? That one
yeah.
kind of ran through the family, and
So we have been fighting that since Christmas and have not been able to get up here and
grandkids' birthdays.
right. We did have Riley had his third birthday. Happy birthday.
Third? This was
Third. No,
third.
he's
Okay.
three. Happy
I can't
birthday,
keep count.
Riley. Happy birthday.
Yeah, happy birthday, Riley.
And our daughter-in-law Heather had a birthday. Happy birthday, Heather.
Yeah, happy birthday, Heather.
And Mississippi Ponderosa, Big, he had a birthday too this month.
Yeah, he
So,
sure did. Well, last month.
well, that's true, because January.
Yeah.
We're in February. All of those birthdays were January birthdays. Yeah. So we were a little busy, coughing and cooping and singing happy birthday all at the same time. So,
Yeah.
but we are back and we are excited because we hope that we have a video for anybody out there who is doing like a build like us, either a cabin or a tiny house. And doing it on a budget, because we definitely are doing it on a budget. And so we have some suggestions that we found over the past year and a half, and it's helped us out immensely. It irritates Jim more than he likes it, but I think in the end he likes it. So,
I like saving the money. I just don't like having to store things
yes.
forever, and they get in the way, and then you got to move them while you're doing other things.
But you got to do what you got to do. So we're going to give you all the hints and tips that we have found so far in being able to reuse viable materials in our build so that they don't land in a landfill somewhere. Because if we weren't using them, they were going to the dump.
Yeah.
So we are really happy that we are able to benefit from the landfills not being quite as full. Right?
Yep.
Right.
Yep.
All right. So I have a list so we stay organized here. So the first thing that we did, as you probably know, Jim and I are from South Louisiana. We live outside of the New Orleans area.
We live in the New Orleans area. Live just outside of New Orleans.
Okay. And so just recently, this past fall, we had a hurricane.
Yep.
And Ida came through and kind of sat on top of us. And so though Ida didn't bring the flooding that Katrina did 15 years ago, what she did bring was a lot of roof damage and wind damage. So a lot of people are redoing houses. And if you've ever had to deal with something like this, your insurance company replaces what is damaged, but they don't replace anything else. So if you have lower cabinets in your kitchen that are damaged, they pay for that to be replaced. But it's sort of so sad, too bad about the upper cabinets. At least that's been our experience in it. So what we did is around after Ida, about a month after Ida, maybe a little bit more, I put a post on Facebook because I was at a client's house and they had a portion of their flooring that was ruined. And their entire house was done in this flooring. And it was a few years old, so they couldn't match it. And so I looked at my client and I'm like, what are you doing with the rest of this flooring? Because it was the snap together laminate. And she said, giving it to you. And I said, yay. So we have been collecting periodically carloads of this flooring from my client, which was awesome. And I think it's enough to cover the entire cabin. But in thinking about that, I put a post on Facebook and I said, anybody out there redoing their house and have extra building materials that you're not going to use, either you're ripping out and it's still viable, usable stuff, or leftovers, let us know and maybe we can make a deal. And so in that post, we you pictures of this after we finished talking. We were able to get cabinets for our kitchen here and we had not even intended on upper cabinets, and so now we will have at least one upper cabinet. We were able to get flooring for the entire cabin, because even if my friend, if that flooring doesn't cover the entire cabin, we were able to get even more flooring.
Right, for my sister-in-law.
For our sister-in-law, and that client as well had more flooring up in her attic. So whatever we don't use, we'll share with Ponderosa next door. And then we were able to get 2 smaller cabinets, like that go above the fridge, from another friend, and that'll probably go in the laundry area, above our laundry when we have a laundry. So, yeah, so that was good. That was all wonderful things, and they're beautiful cabinets. They're perfectly functional for here, and so we're very excited about that. The other thing that we have done is we've been a little dumpster diving, or at least I have. I have been picking stuff up off the curb. So our next door neighbor upgraded their bathroom. They threw out a perfectly good pedestal sink. And what better thing to put in our bathroom here than a pedestal? I mean, it doesn't take a lot of room, does what we need it to do, can wash hands whenever we finally do get water and plumbing.
Yep.
And so,
Septic.
and septic. But we have it. It's in the bathroom, looking like it's hooked up, but it's not. So we were able to get our bathroom sink through that. That was great. The other thing that I have done is I have been following a lot of Facebook sites. So like I'm sure everybody knows, Facebook Marketplace and Craigslist. And I have to tell you, Craigslist overwhelms me. So I don't, I've not gotten anything off of Craigslist. I have gotten off of Facebook Marketplace. We've gotten the fridge, the little fridge here, and and an electric hot water heater for $65, 30 gallon. So we're quite thrilled. We picked that up tomorrow. I do find with those, you have to, it's almost a daily thing. You have to take 20 minutes a day and go through and kind of a list of all the things you might think you need. Because I tell you, hot water heater wasn't on our list of things we needed right now.
No.
And but when I ran across it, it was like I couldn't pass it up. So somebody will store it for us. And so you have to be ready to jump on it, and you have to be fast, because they go fast. Things go, the good stuff goes really fast, the good cheap stuff. And I find that people really value their used items on Facebook Marketplace. Like, some of that stuff is really expensive. And so you have to know what you're looking for. You have to know a good price range, and you have to stick to your budget, and you have to be persistent. So that was Facebook Marketplace, and I assume Craigslist is the same. I can't handle Craigslist, so I haven't done that one. The other thing I use is some different Facebook sites. So there's Lauren's Loves Deals and Code Junkies, and we'll put these all in the description underneath. Those are 2 Amazon affiliates that post. You join groups, and they post, and they give you codes. So you don't have to be quite as fast, which is great, but sometimes things sell out if it's a really low price. So I was able to get several light fixtures for the cabin, and my limit was $20. You had to get it for $20, or I wasn't buying it. I was going to go to Home Depot or Lowe's. And so I got 3, I think, light fixtures for that $20 mark. And a faucet for our sink that we don't have yet for the plumbing that we don't have yet in the kitchen. So that was really good. It's a black. It's really pretty. I think and it has a sprayer. I'm kind of excited. It's better than the one we have at home. So anyway, so those sites, and I'm sure there's many more out there, but those are the 2 that I follow. And Lauren's Loves Deals has been the one I have bought off of the most. I don't know if I bought anything off of Allison. I just joined that one.
Mentioning it.
I try not to mention too much. Okay. The other thing is there are other groups on Facebook that you can join. Look in your area, garage sale groups and free giveaway stuff groups. And you have to watch the rules. There's one in our area. We live in the Metairie area, so there's one called Buy Nothing Metairie. And you are not allowed to sell anything. So people post items to give away on that site. Now, that's another one. You have to be fast. Whoa, fast and persistent. Because even if it's gone, you still put your name on the list because sometimes people don't pick up the stuff they say they're going to get.
Right.
So we have gotten rid of some stuff on there. We have given away some very nice items, I think, that I wouldn't want to be sent to the dump. So
right. Rather somebody use it than it just, gets in a landfill or something.
Right, right. I'm a Cricut user. If anybody knows that, I do a lot of vinyl cutting, and so I had at one
I use
point.
Cricuts for fishing.
I think I had 5 different Cricut machines, or 4 different Cricut machines, and so I did give away 1 or 2 of my older Cricut machines, and people are very appreciative. I've upgraded, and they're perfectly happy to get my originals that are gently worn. So those are really good. There's another one I joined. It's called an online, and it was our whole area, Metairie, Kenner, or whatever, online garage sale. And that one you are allowed to sell things. And I have been watching there. Again, they go fast. Items go fast, and I have not found anything yet, but I just really joined that in the last couple of weeks or so. Since we've kind of on a standstill in doing stuff around here, getting over the holidays, the budget's a little tight.
Price of wood is unbelievable.
Everything.
Outrageous. I can't even close in the walls because it's too expensive.
Everything. And so I've been looking at like some different options. That's another thing I kind of wanted to, and hopefully we can put in a picture after all of this. Mississippi Ponderosa next door, with the storm damage and the wind mostly, these hurricanes, they knock down fences. They knock down those wooden fences. And so they've been going around picking up wooden fence pieces that are, and then, you have to piece through it, and you have to find the good parts, and sand, and they've been sanding them down with an electric sander, and they're using those as
part of the wall.
Part of their wall. I think Mrs. Ponderosa is trying to convince Mr. Ponderosa to do all of the walls that way.
Yeah, that's not going to happen.
That's not going to happen. But they make a great accent wall, so it's
it looks really cool. I mean, he's working on it right now, and I just went over there, and it really, really looks nice. I got to say it's very rustic looking.
Mm-hmm. So anyway, that's another option for people looking for, low cost to no cost things to do to finish your build.
Just the main thing is you've got to store this stuff. Like I have flooring I can't put down because I can't close my walls in.
Yeah. Because even without the plumbing,
I haven't been able to put plumbing in because we need a septic system.
We need the septic tank.
Finding one of those used is like.
Well, I'm not looking for that. I'm not looking for that used. No. That's just something we're going to save money for.
Yeah.
I think Lowe's, the septic tanks are around $1,000, maybe a little bit more. So that's just going to have to be something we work toward.
Yeah.
And then we have to find somebody to put it in, and that'll be a little more chunk of money.
Yeah.
And I
At
do
least
not
$1.
I do not want to go buy a septic tank and store it somewhere.
No.
I don't think
actually
that would be cool.
somebody at one point did send me a septic tank. It was through Facebook, and I forgot what group or whatever it was in, and somebody had a septic tank, and I forgot how many gallons it was, but I had no idea if it was big enough. I had no idea who I'm going to get to put it in, and no place really to put it. I didn't want to just stick it out back here and have the sun beating down on this plastic septic tank and destroy it, have UV rays destroy it.
Right.
And then it would, And I don't remember how much they wanted for it, but it seemed like it was a decent price for it. But I think it was around $400 or $500, something like that.
Yeah, because I've seen them for, I think, 1,100 at Lowe's. But again, I don't know what size we're supposed to be getting.
Yeah, I have no idea either.
I don't know
Most
anything.
of the time it's just me and her, so we don't really probably need that big, but no clue.
Yeah,
No clue
we have
on
no
that.
idea. So, so Jim's right. You have to be able to store everything, and there is some storage here. It's not really our storage.
Yeah.
There is some storage, but I'm the one who ends up just shoving things in corners, and then I move it all around so that Jim doesn't fuss too much.
My truck has been the storage for the
flooring. Because we couldn't get up here because we were sick. And so then a lot of the flooring has been in his car.
If you're familiar with pickups, it's almost the entire bed of my pickup.
Thank you very much, Sonia and Eric. We really
Yes, thank
appreciate
you.
it. We are so thrilled.
My truck will be so happy to get all the weight out of it. It'll be like, oh, I can fly.
Well, I had it all, not all of it at one time, but I had a lot of it in
You
my
had a good chunk in
car.
your car,
And I have a Versa. And I told him, I said, no, I'm a therapist, so I travel around. And so I have materials in my car that I use for therapy. And I'm like, I can't get to anything. I said, we have to do something. I'll tell you one thing. If you're like, one of the things I wrote on my list to talk about is, number one, you have to be fast when you see something. So I did make myself a list. I said, okay, bathtub, which I know we won't find anywhere because we're going to need a bathtub to fit an RV or a trailer, like a mobile home, because they're just like 2 inches shorter, and that's what we need. We don't have 60 inches. We have 59 inches or 58 inches, something like that.
I don't remember.
So I knew that wasn't probably going to happen. We need a toilet. We need a sink. And I want a single bowl sink, and it's got to fit my faucet. We needed a hot water heater, which that has come up, and then plumbing stuff. And so that's where, and 4 ceiling fans. Lawrence loves deals, come up with some ceiling fans. I don't want to spend a lot of money because this is our camp. So anyway, that's what we're looking for right now, which I don't think is too bad. I think we're coming along here. Foam underlayment to put down under the pergo. That's another thing.
If that needed a foam underlayment.
I don't know if it needs it, but we want it.
Yeah.
Because I want another layer of
some cushion.
Cushion and
especially with that beast of a dog I got. I can just see him running here, sliding, and things going.
He was so happy to be here yesterday.
Yeah.
Because he hadn't been here since
early December. Early December, yeah.
I came right before Christmas by myself because the kids were here, but I didn't bring the dogs. He just did laps around the acreage out there, just laps, and then just crashing through puddles of water, which were then this morning ice, and so he just went ice skating across. It was the funniest thing. He was so happy to see his cousin dogs. Anyway, let's get back on track here. You have to be patient. So you have to be patient to look for the stuff you want. And I know if you're building and you're living in it full time, maybe patience isn't the easiest, but there's all kinds of fixes you can do. Like, we don't have running water here, but if we wanted to, we tote our water in. And we do have electricity and we have plugs. So I could plug in, I saw this on another YouTuber site. She used one of those big coffee pots, and you can get those things, the big silver barrel ones. You can get them at Goodwill for hardly anything. She put water in there and plugged it in and put it over a bowl, and that was her hot water to wash her dishes. And it worked, So there are ways to get through while you're waiting. You have to be able to store it. That's a must. And then it's really important to think about juggling what you absolutely need at the time to live with what you absolutely want. So like, I may want to nest and make this place pretty and have tablecloths and everything else. Jim could care less about, but it's so pretty. Isn't it so pretty? My cousin made me this. Isn't it awesome? Thank you, Scott.
Deer antler.
deer antler. Isn't it beautiful?
I think it's really cool. I like
I'm
it.
so excited. So you may want things like that, and sometimes it was important to us, so it's here. It's here. So yeah, I'll tell you one thing I have found that has worked. I bought off of HSN, and it is this rolling cart. It is overloaded right now, but it holds a gazillion pounds of stuff. It's on wheels. When we don't need it for storage anymore, it folds up flat so it can go in between the washer and dryer or whatever. So that was wonderful. It wasn't super, super cheap, but it was a little over $100, like maybe about $130. But I did my flex pay and paid it off, and it has been phenomenal for storing our stuff.
And it holds a lot, and it's the weight. It's got a good bit of stuff on there with weight, and the shelves are not sagging or anything.
Because
like that.
no matter how much you try, you still have to store stuff. You still have to store your electrical things while you're getting your electrical done. You still have to store some tools. You still have to store extension cords and rope and tarp. Those things don't go away. You need them for all kinds of stuff. So it's on there. Our sheets are in a Rubbermaid container over there that's sealed up so that they don't get dirty while we're not here. We have another comforter over there. So yeah, so that turned out to be a really good purchase. It probably wouldn't have been something Jim would have said, ooh, go get this. But it was something I saw and I thought about, and I went, and it worked really well. So, so I want Jim to give you, I want you to understand too. So not only are we collecting free stuff for our cabin, and it's worked out so far so good. We have 3 air conditioners in here, window units. One's not in a window yet. All of them were free. 2 of them we owned. No, 1 we owned. 1 my son gave us, and another one a friend, a teacher friend, had it probably left over from another hurricane where we lost electricity, and he had a generator and he needed and he gave it to us before Ida. He probably was sad he did that. Anyway, he had it sitting in his garage and he put it on Facebook, and I'm like, hey dude, I want it, because 3 would be great in here. We have 3 air conditions we didn't pay for. Well, 1 we did, but it was at home.
Yeah.
And so, but 3 we didn't pay for here. We did buy all of our heaters for
right.
here. Those were not given to us. All of our furniture here, every piece of furniture here, except the shelf, has been given to us.
And the table that we cook on, we bought.
We bought the table. That's our faux countertop right now. Yes. Everything else though was hand-me-downs, and we've had offers of other, like Margie offered us another. No, not Margie. Somebody offered us a sofa, and I'm like, no, I just don't have room for another piece of furniture. So it's out there. You just need to open yourself up to people and to be willing to accept it from people, and you can do it too. So now I want Jim to take you on a tour.
Okay, I'm gonna flip you all around. I'll be back in a sec.
Okay.
Okay, this is one of the upper cabinets and the 2 lower cabinets that Millie got.
Now we got another upper cabinet that you're going to see in a few minutes. It didn't fit, but what we've decided is that upper cabinet will go in the bathroom to hold our towels. So we didn't get rid of it. I mean, it works. And they do have...
It might be too wide, but we'll
worry about that.
Yeah.
We're not getting rid of it yet. And all of the handles I do have, I took them off for transport. So they're in one of the drawers. It's perfect. We've got 2 drawers. It'll hold silverware. It'll hold our dish towels, and just enough storage at the bottom for pots and everything. And then I think they're going to go all flat against this wall here. I think they're going to go all flat that way. Yes.
Yeah, so this one would actually get shoved over, and that one would be turned.
Yes.
Because then you end up with a lot of dead space if you do
an
L and...
It would have been more prep space for cooking, but there's just not that much cooking here.
No, most of what we do is grill.
Right, it's all
so
outside.
It's outside, and it's over at Ponderosa's place, so...
So that's what I think we're doing. Yeah. The refrigerator is going to be where you see the firebox. It's going to be on that side of the wall. And then the firebox will either be up.
Like a spice cabinet.
Like a spot, yeah, it's going to be a small pantry. Or if it looks odd right there, then it'll go like toward this area somewhere. But it's going to be really cute. I love my firebox.
If you get in front point.
That's okay. That way.
There
I
you
hate
go.
when people do that too. I really hate that.
Really?
Oh, I hate when they point on a
Sometimes you got
YouTube
to.
video. I know, but I don't like it.
That's a free AC.
I don't like this.
Well, actually, we bought that one for our house when our central unit went out until we got another one. So
Yeah,
that's
that
the
one was ours.
Yeah, but
There's the other
this
cabinet.
is the other cabinet. Those are my shoes. Don't worry about those. Okay.
And we did get a corner piece too, but it turned out to be way too big, unfortunately. So I took the doors off of it thinking that maybe I might need them for some reason.
Use them as, like shelves.
Shelves, or if we had done the corner, it might have been the spacer. But shelves would be great too. Yeah, because I did think about that. Shelves and then put that firebox over there. I don't know. We'll talk about that. Beautiful.
Free recliner.
Free recliner, and it was beautiful. I mean, it makes funny noise.
It squeaks when you rock in it. Doesn't bother me.
So,
Love seat.
and this is the most comfortable love seat
Yeah.
I have ever been on, and the dog dirt comes right off of it, so it's wonderful. Free table over there somebody was getting rid of. Works perfect.
Got my gloves drying on there.
Now, show everybody all the flooring, and this is not what's in the back of your truck.
That was the free AC that we got from one of Millie's friends. This is the flooring from my sister-in-law, and some of it is from her client.
This is what's in the back of your
Yeah.
truck. All of this.
I've got a truckload of that. But we had all this bamboo flooring. So we may put that in the bathroom and put the other stuff through the rest of the house, or put that in our room and then put the other stuff all through the rest.
I think what we're going to do is we're going to start with Sonia and Eric's flooring, this one right here, and we're going to see how far it goes. And we will concentrate on the big room.
Okay, we'll talk about that.
Yeah, and we'll do, that's my thought. I have a thought. And that's our pedestal sink. Look how pretty that is.
And had the faucets on it.
Yeah. Yeah. So,
it was like, he put it out, and next thing I know, she's flying out the door and, and walking down the driveway with it. I was like, okay.
I don't even know if we had the shed yet. Maybe?
Yeah, we had the shed.
We had the shed? Okay.
Yeah, we had the shed.
Okay.
And then, whoops, my gimbal's acting crazy on me. There's another air conditioner that I think my son, actually, that was one he had gotten and he gave to us to put up here. And that heater we bought.
Yeah, the little heaters. The refrigerator was off of Facebook Marketplace. And, oh, I love this. Okay, so we bought it off of Facebook Marketplace, and it had, we didn't realize it. I didn't realize it. It had no shelves inside of it. And so it just takes one shelf. And so here I am looking at my Buy Nothing Metairie Facebook site, and some woman says, I'm putting this refrigerator out on the curb. It lights up, it does everything, it just doesn't get cold. And people were ripping her up for putting out junk. Like, they're like, you're putting your junk out for everybody else. And I'm on there going, does it have a shelf? Can I have the shelf? And at 6 o'clock in the morning, I was out there getting the shelf. So we now have a shelf. And I have an extra one in case the other one breaks.
Let me show you what I have in the back of my truck real quick. There's another old cabinet out here
that's the corner one.
That was the corner one, but it was not in that great a shape, I don't think, or at least it doesn't look like it now. But
no, it was in perfect shape, but they left it outside.
But it got left outside. But this is all the flooring that was given to Millie. I've been riding around with this in the back of my truck for a month. Some of the land. I'll have to take y'all on a tour one day. Okay, my gimbal is acting crazy, so I'm gonna have to hold it different. I'm gonna come back to you in just a minute.
Okay, so we saw everything. That's everything we have so far. The only thing I have to say, our chairs, our green chairs that are in here, they are not ours. We are borrowing them from Mississippi Ponderosa. We're storing them for them, you know, because of the whole tornado knocking everything down.
Right. Actually, we have their dining room table in here too.
Yes.
Not the one that we're using right now. That was something else that
somebody gave us.
Yeah,
Donna, my friend Donna, she said that no, she didn't want it back. So thank you, Donna. And so we're using it. It jiggles.
It does jiggle. So if you see, we're not having an earthquake here.
Yeah. No.
But yeah, so we've got a few things in here, like their day bed, which actually is going to work out fine because my daughter and 2 of the kids will be coming up, I think, soon.
Supposed to be coming up in a couple of weeks, yeah. So I ordered a new futon mattress for it because the other one went flying with Dorothy.
Had to put it back together today. I took it apart 2 years ago. That was fun. Where's this Poco?
Yeah. So anyway, that's our video for today. We're hoping you found something useful. Maybe something you didn't think of doing before that now you can do. People, they're fine on Facebook. Like nobody fussed at me for saying, I can't believe you asked for free stuff on Facebook. And literally, I was getting ready to put another post up going, hey guys, anybody got a sink in their garage that they have? Because I swear to you, people have all this stuff in their storage and they don't think about it, and then they're more than happy to give it to you.
I know I've held on to things because I just didn't want to throw them away, but when I found somebody that, could use it, I was like, here, take it, please. Just sitting here.
Yes. Yeah. Yes. So anyway, that's our video for today. We do have a few more videos that we're going to be making in the future. We've got a plan, and so hopefully y'all will enjoy them. Yeah. Oh, and if you could, comment please down below and let us know if there's any other ideas for getting some viable building materials for either low cost or no cost. Is there anything else that you have done in the past that we haven't done? Now, I haven't visited the Habitat for Humanity rehome store. I have gone to the Green Project in New Orleans. That was awesome. And I haven't been to, specifically lately, Jim's Jiggling, to Goodwill or anything. So those are coming. Those are coming. Those are places I will visit and maybe take y'all along. Not Jim. Jim doesn't want to go. I'm the one who does those things. Yeah, that's my fun. So, but I might take you along. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. And if there's anything you do, put it down in our comments. We'd like to read it because, we're always looking for ideas. And please share our videos with anybody that might like this kind of video. We are gradually, just very slowly, picking up subscribers, and so we're so thrilled by that.
Thank you for people who have just subscribed and for people who subscribed from the beginning.
It's awesome. So anyway, I guess that's it, huh?
I think so.
Yeah. All right.
All right. Y'all have a great day.
Bye.
See you later.